Queen Kareen, let me ask you this. What would you say to Christians who are still not in favor of other Christians entering the Calypso tent?
Jesus didn't stay in temples. He went out where the people were. He ministered in marketplaces, on mountainsides, he at weddings and in the homes of people. So if the message we carry is one of truth and love, of conviction and redemption, then why not the tent? Why not bring that message into spaces that need light? Tent is exactly where it should be and where it should be heard. But here's the thing, right? Not everyone is called to every space. Paul was called to the Gentiles. Peter was called to the Jews. Different lanes, same gospel. So maybe Calypso ministry isn't for you, and that's okay. But don't dismiss or discredit someone else's assignment because it doesn't look like yours. We are many parts of one body, and when God sends you, He equips you. I also want to add and say, God isn't going to send you into a space with a judgmental heart. That was Peter's mistake when he refused to eat what he called unclean, and God had to correct him through a vision in Acts 10. The vision wasn't just about food, it was about people and about breaking barriers. And there's some that may even say, Chris, that it's not a gospel song and it's not ministry. But here's the thing, Jesus himself said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. That's in the book of Mark somewhere. In other words, to me, you need to know your context. When we are intent, and I say we because I'm not the only Christian gospel artists that will be intent singing calypso, not at all. So when we are in the tent, we honor the art form, we respect the culture, but we never leave our God behind. Everything we do, everything, even in social commentary, it carries purpose and it carries conviction. Now, there's some that might say, oh, it doesn't have in Jesus. But just because we're not singing Jesus in every line, it doesn't mean Jesus, isn't present in our message. We can look at the book of Esther. God's name isn't mentioned even once, yet his hand is all over it. And it's part of the greatest book, that the book of Esther is part of the greatest book ever written, the Holy Bible. In the same way, God can be in the message, the motive, and the mission, even when it's not wrapped in church language or church behavior or church lingo. Calypso has always been a tool to speak truth to power, and that too is ministry when done the right way and done with the right heart. It can correct, it can uplift, it can rebuke, it can call a nation to attention, and that's divine purpose too. Calypso is a vital part of our Caribbean culture. It's social commentary, it's history, it's rhythm, and real life. I go into tent knowing who I am, whose I am, and what I've been sent to say. And if we as Christian believers carry Christ with us, then he goes wherever we go. And that's my response to anyone who has doubts in that area.